Ibizwa ngani inofefe la phezulu I-room nje I-open space nyana.
I was taken to this courtyard, not knowing exactly as to what the particular place is. Okay. I'm just trying to find out, my lord. There's a particular word that was used by the witness, which I'm not sure of. Was this particular.
It says it's courtyard.
No, but then he says the roofing of it, my lord.
The roofing is meshed. I'm not giving evidence.
Okay.
Police stations normally have that. I'm a pork rata, net rata pezu. Is that what you want to convey?
Like in motor kuma ntoko sinyam like price stand.
Yeah, like a president.
Yes. Oh, okay. It's some sort of, yes, my lord, there is some fence on it, but the witness is making a reference to what you would refer to as the price stand. Something that where you put the meat on top of when you buy. But he refers to it as ufefe, but which is
it's in the air. It's in the air.
Yeah,
there are also some stills, my lord, which are also being crossing each other, which are also on the roofing of that particular place.
Okay, fine. All right.
When you were put in that that room, what happened, sir?
Ufakiweke kuleli camera leyo noma kuleyo room leyo kwasekwenzekani?
Thema singena lapha ya waphinda ugcina into wangibuza ukuthi ngisaqhubeka ngiphika na ukuthi ngazi ngokufaka senzo menyo.
When I got in there, Kininda asked me again, am I still denying that I have any knowledge am I still denying that I know nothing about Senzo's death? Watini?
Athi mina namanje ngashangazi lutho.
I said to him, I still maintain that I know nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So wasethi yena uzongishiya engishiye nalabo abantu laba beqhubeka nomsebenzi wabo ngoba ngifuna ukusebenzisana naye.
He then said to me that he was going to leave me in the company of those people, and they would then proceed with their work because I do not want to cooperate with him.
All right. What happened thereafter?
Kwasekwenzekani emuva kwalokho?
Waseyahamba nangempela eyaphuma lapha esasikhona.
Indeed, he left and I went out of where we were.
Those people that remained behind was Mkhola, Ngamane, Mabena, and other officers in the same room with you.
Laba abasala ngasemuva ke uMkhola, uNgamane, uMabena kanye nabanye amanye amaphoyisa babe kulelo gumbi lelo nabo.
Yeah, babe kulelo gumbi lelo.
Yes, they were in the same room.
All right, proceed. What happened there?
Kwasekwenzekani?
Baye baqhubeka belokhu bengishubha bethi angisho ukuthi ngazini ngokufaka senzo.
They carried on cubing me, saying that I must say what it is that I know about Senzo's death.
During the chopping, what was your response?
Sorry.
Were you able to speak, to respond at the time they were chopping you?
Ngaleso sikhathi bekushupa ke wena waphendula uthi ngamanye amagama ke njengoba bekushubhile ke wawukwisimo yini sokuthi ungaphendula ukwazi ukukhuluma?
Shuthi mabekushupa bayakushupa bekunikeza isikhathi esincane sokuthi uphendule imibuzo abakubuza yona. Mawungaphenduli ngendlela abafunayo bephinde bekushuphe futhi.
What happens is when you are being cubed, they would cube you and then give you a small or short space of time for you to respond. If you don't, or you don't respond according to how they want, then they will proceed in tubing you.
Okay, for how long did this thing happen? That small space that they gave you, tubing, demanding some response from you, how long did it take?
Konke lokhu kwathatha isikhathi esingakanani ukuthi bakushube bakunika isikhathi esincane sokuthi uphendule noma ungaphenduli lokho bakushoyo base beyaqhubeka konke lokho kwathatha isikhathi esingakanani?
My lord, angisasikhumbuli kahle isikhathi.
My lord,
ngingathi isikhathi esingakanani.
My lord, I can't remember the time well as to be able to say as to how long it took.
All right. Proceed. Tell us further. What happened?
Qhubeka kusitshela ukuthi kwenzekani.
Could be during the chopping or after the chopping?
Ngalesikhathi bekushupa noma emuva kokushupa.
Kuthe mabesaqhubeka nokungishupha kwavela futhi omunye ubaba futhi naye engimaze emva kwesikhathi owathi uMboto.
After that, my lord, a certain gentleman who was unknown to me at the time, but whom I got to know afterwards, then came and became known to me as Mboto.
Yes. Did he introduce himself to you?
Why chaza kwena noma wazithula kwena?
Yeah, mabeqeda ukuma wazisha igama lakhe uthi yena ubani.
Yes, after they had stopped, he introduced himself as to who he was.
During the introduction of that man to you, were these officers still in the same room with you and Colonel Mboto?
Nkathi esho ke ukuthi ubani yena ke abanye labo babesekhona ke nabo kulelo office lelo.
Yebo babekhona.
Yes, they were still there.
Okay. Now you are interacting with Colonel Mboto. Can you tell the court what actually that interaction all about after the introduction was, if any?
Manje ke usunaye ke uKolonel Mboto ukuthi ke manje awuchaze ke manje ukuthi ukhulumisana lokho kwakumayelana nani uma kuukuthi vele kukhona enaxoxisana ngako kwakumayelana nani.
uMboto mayefika lapha yabeqeda ukuma uyangitshela ukuthi yena uMboto mayeqeda ukukhuluma namaphoyisa bese etshela mina ukuthi ayena uMboto uze kimi ufuna ukungibuza nje imibuzo embalwa.
After he had spoken to the other police officers, Mboto then came to me, introduced himself to me that he was Mboto and that he would like to ask me a few questions.
What was your response to that?
Wasuphendula uthini ke wena kulokho?
Athi mina ngizolalela ngizomphendula imibuzo.
I then said to him, I will listen and I would answer the questions.
Yes, proceed.
Qhubeka.
Wase ngibuza ukuthi ngazini ngokufa kaSenzo.
He then asked me, what do you know about Senzo's death?
Yes. What was your response?
Yebo.
Ngamtshela ukuthi angazi lutho ngokufa kaSenzo.
I told him that
kusuka emini lokhu ngishayelwa indaba kaSenzo ukuthi ngazi ngokufa kaSenzo. Lokhu ngibele ngibatshela nalabo ukuthi mina ngazi lutho ngokufa kaSenzo.
I told him that I knew nothing about Senzo's death, that since during the day that I've been assaulted, asked about my knowledge with regards to Senzo's death, and I've been telling them that I know nothing about Senzo's death. Kwasekwenzekani ke?
uMboto wayephethe amaphepha esandleni sakhe.
Mboto had some documents in his hand.
Yes.
Wayelibele engibuza lembuzo ebhala phansi.
As he was asking me these questions, he was writing down.
So was, according to your knowledge, was writing down what you were telling him?
Ngokwazi kwakho ke ingaba wayibhala phansi lokho wena owawumtshela kona?
Cha angazi.
No, I don't know.
Okay. How long did it take you? You said you don't know, but immediately after he took out those documents, did he show you those documents, or he was just asking questions whilst he was in possession of those documents?
Ingaba emuva kokuthi lawo maphepha lawo esewakhiphile ke wayekubuza ke lawo wakutshengisa yini ke lawo maphepha lawo noma wayekubuza nje lawo maphepha lawo esesandleni kuyena?
Wayengibuza amaphepha ekuyo.
As he was asking me, the papers were in his, the documents were in his possession.
Still in the presence of the police officers?
Ekhona amanye amaphoyisa?
Yeah, bayekhona.
Yes,
All right.
they were present.
Did he ask you to sign this document? Did he ask you to write any statement relating to the death of Senzo Meyi, or what happened?
Ingaba wacela yini ukuthi sign lapho kulawo maphepha lawo? Wacela yini ukuthi ke mhlawumbe ubhale istatement emayela nokushona kwakhe uSenzo yini kahle kahle eyenzeka?
Bayiqeda ukungibuza imibuzo. Ule elokhu ebhala phansi angimazi ukuthi wayebhala ini. Ekugcineni wasethi ufuna ukuthi ngisayine la. Ngase ngithi mina angeke ngikwazi ukusayina izandla zami ziboshelwe ngemuva.
As he was asking me questions, he would be writing, and thereafter he then requested me to sign, and then I said to him that I would be unable to sign because my hands were tied at the back.
Sorry, my lord. Okay. If your hands were tied at the back, did you able to sign any document, or what happened? Were the handcuffs loosened for you to sign the document? What happened?
Uma kuwukuthi ke nanje ngoba usho ukuthi izandla zakho zayiboshwe ngasemuva ke ingaba mhlambe yini khona yini document noma iphepha noma amaphepha osayinda ingabe uzankosi khululwa yini ukuze ke ukwazi ukuthi usayine.
Yebo zankosi babakhulula ngase ngiyakwazi ukuthi ngisayine.
Yes, the handcuffs were loosened and then I was able to sign.
Okay. Was from the documents where you attached your signature, were the contents thereof canvassed to you, or were they related to you, or were they read back to you?
Ingaba lokho noma ke iphepha noma amaphepha la owasayinda lokhu okwabhaliwe kulona noma kuwona lawo maphepha lawo wakutshelwa yini noma wakufundelwa yini ukuthi ke manje njengoba usayinda lana yilokhu nalokhu nalokhu okubhalwe khona la?
Cha akaze bengitshele ngesikhathini.
No, I was never informed, my lord.
So when you signed this document, were any thumbprint that were fixed on those documents?
Ingabe mawusayinda khona lapho sikhona yini isithupha esabekwa kuwona lawo maphepha lawo?
Angisakhumbuli my lord.
I can't recall, my lord.
Okay. How many pages did you sign?
Mangaka amapage wawasayinda?
Angisawakhumbuli.
I can't remember.
Did you initial any page of those documents?
Kukhona ke ukusayinda ne kube khona lokho kokuthi ke mhlambi ukuthi abeka nje ama initials akho ukuthi amagama akho aqala ngubani nobani. Ingaba ke ku document ku page ngayodwa kulawo ma page lawo ikhona la kuthiwa khona beka khona ke ama initials akho. Awukusayina kodwa manje ubeka nje ama initials.
Angisakhumbuli my lord.
I can't remember, my lord.
Okay. So now after the signing of this document, what happened?
Usuwasayindile ke manje lamaphepha kwase kwenzekani?
Sorry, before you get into that, what time did you, if you can remember, what time did you arrive at Deep Kloof?
Uma kuwukuthi usakhumbula ke kwakusikhathi sini ufika kwakho eDeep Kloof?
Isikhathi my lord angisikhumbuli ukuthi wawusikhathi bani.
I can't remember the time, my lord.
All right. Can you remember the time you left Deep Kloof police station? Was it at night?
Oh, sorry.
Was it at night, in the evening, in the afternoon? Can you perhaps tell the court?
Owahamba ngaso noma uphuma ngaso ke manje isikhathi sona eDeep Kloof uyasikhumbula yini? Kwakusebusuku, kwakusemini, uyasikhumbula sona?
Kwakusebusuku ukuthi wawubani isikhathi angikhumbuli.
It was at night, my lord, but as to what time it was, I can't remember.
So, all right, after signing the document, what happened after?
Usuwasayindile ke amaphepha lawo kwase kwenzekani?
Mayithi umbodi angisayina amaphepha ngithe mabe ngicela iphoyisa ukuthi lingikhiphe ama handcuff. Ye wathola ukuthi izandla zami ilimele wangibuza ukuthi hawu bathi ulimele kanti ngamtshela ngathi ngilimele.
When Colonel Boto requested me to sign the documents, and then the police officer was requested to remove the handcuffs or to loosen the handcuffs, he then noticed that I was hurt or injured. He then said, "Oh, have you been hurt?" I then confirmed that yes, I am hurt.
What is the nature of the injury?
Kwakuwukulimala okuluphi uhlobo noma ulimele kanjani?
Angilibele ngiphuma igazi la ezandleni.
I was bleeding in my hands.
Were you not swollen?
Wawungavuvukile?
Angivuvukile.
I was,
Angivuvukile kakhulu.
very much so.
So are you saying Colonel Mboto also saw that you were or he said something about the injuries that he observed in your hands.
Uthi uKenel Mbotho wakubona lokho futhi kwakhona into ayishoyo mala nokulimala kwakho ezandleni.
yebo wakubona.
Yes, he saw it.
Wathi yena akunakinga asike siqale ngalokho okubalekile so bese kubona ukulimala kwakho.
He saw it, my Lord, but then he said, okay, there's no problem, but let's start with the important aspect. We would then come back to the issue of you being injured.
All right. After the signing now, you signed the document. What after that happened?
Usayindileke manje usayinda lona ke iphepha noma amaphepha lawo kwasemuva kwalokho kwenzekani.
Mangiqeda ukusayina bake kwahanjwa futhi kwayiwa emotweni futhi.
After I was done signing, we then proceeded to the vehicles again.
Yes.
Yebo.
La baphinda baba nomhlangano khona futhi noGininda emotweni lapha ya.
Where they had another meeting again there at the vehicles with Gininda.
Yes.
Yebo.
Emva kwalapho ke base ngikhashwa igolf ebomvu kwakune Nissan imoto ezange esikhothayo ba ngabona sengena eVeralia police station.
There, my Lord, I was then transported in the Red Golf. There was also a Nissan that is now form part of the vehicles that were escorting us. And then I just noticed us driving into Valeria police station.
So what happened when you arrived at Valeria police station?
Kwenzekani khona eValeria?
Mangifika eVeralia police station ngeke ngahlala isikhashanyana emotweni bangena ngaphakathi amanye amaphoyisa amanye asala ngaphandle.
Upon arrival there, I sat in the vehicle. Some police officers got inside the police station and other police officers remained with me.
Then, at what stage were you inside the police station?
Kwaba ngayiphi ke inkathi la ungena ngaphakathi khona e-police station?
Isikhathi angisazi my lord.
Was it after the meeting?
Ushihlandla musuma ngesikhathi noma isiphi isikhathi noma iliphi ihlandla la khona manje usuzongena ngaphakathi khona. Angithi ukuthi uhlezi emotweni. Manje ungene ngaliphi ihlandla ke ungena ngaphakathi e-police station.
Makubuya lamaphoyisa bekade ngaphakathi e-police station.
When the police officers that had gone in came back, my lord.
So you were booked in?
Wase ungeniswa ngaphakathi ke?
Yebo ngase ngeniswa ngaphakathi.
Yes, my lord, I was then taken in.
Who booked you in?
Ubani owabhuka khona lapha?
Kwaku umuntu owayekhona lapha kwawumhula, uMabhena, uNcamane, uLokhenel lo esengimkhohliwe ukuthi sibongo sakhe.
The people that were there, my lord, was Mukhula, Mabhena, Ncamane, as well as the colonel, whose name or surname I've now forgotten.
All right. Just take the court to Valeria police station at the time when you arrived, when you were booked in, where the cell masters attended to your booking in, those people that are assigned to book in and out the suspects, the cell masters.
What about them, sorry?
Did they participate in you booking inside the police station?
Kunalaba ke manje abagadile noma ababhekile lapha emaselini abasebenza khona lapha umsebenzi wabo ukuthi babheka amasela. Ingaba bona babe yingxenye yini yalokho ukuthi ke ubhukwe lapha yana kuma cells ase Valeria?
My lord akaze ngibabone laba abantu labana kukhona into abayihlanganisayo nami ngoba engikhumbulayo mangiqeda ukwehle emotweni uMabhena uye wangithatha wahamba straight wangivalela eselini lami ngiwana fika ngahlala khona.
My lord, I did not, or I wasn't part of any of that, or I wasn't involved in any of that, where they did something in my presence. What happened is that I was taken by Mabhena from the vehicle and took me straight into the cell and locked me up there.
You mentioned that you were alone in that cell.
Kushilo ukuthi wawedwa kulesi cell leso.
Yebo bangihlalise ngiwana.
Yes, I was alone, my lord.
So on that, at the time you were booked in, I understand you said you did not see or you did not interact with the cell masters, but was there any person when you were booked in that cell who asked you whether you were assaulted or not, you had any medical problems, any injuries, any attention of a medical doctor? Is there any person who was concerned about your medical condition?
Yebo ushilo ke ukuthi laba bona abasebenza lapha emaselini ke akukho kwakuhlanganisa nabo kodwa ke nkathi usungaphakathi ke lapho manje usuvalele ngabe ukhona yini umuntu ke owayeza ke ezofuna ukwazi kuwena ukuthi ushayiwe yini ulimele ngabe ufuna ukuhlangana nodokotela yini khona nje umuntu owaza ezokubuza lokho no
oweza wazongibuza ekseni ukuthi ngi-right noma engangibuzanga imibuzo inkosi enkantolo eyibuzayo wangibuza ukuthi ngi-right ngamtshela ukuthi mina ngishayiwe wathi ngishawe ngobani ngathi amaphoyisa ebengilethele la wathi akawabonanga.
Okay. The person that came, my Lord, although the person never asked me in the manner in which you are now asking me, is the person that came in the morning, asked me if I was okay. I then said that I was assaulted. I wanted to know who assaulted me. I then said the police officers who brought me here. That person then said, but I didn't see those police officers. Yebo.
Wathi uzobuza ukuthi amaphoyisa angilethela ngobani.
The person then said that he or she was going to inquire as to who were those police officers who brought me there.
Mayebuya uyangitshela ukuthi hayi lamaphoyisa angilethile la amaphoyisa amakhulu kunabo ngeke bekwazi ukuthatha into eshiwo yimi njengamanje.
The person then came back and said to me that the police officers that brought me there were police officers that were much senior to him or to her, and that they cannot take what I was telling them.
Okay. All right. Let me just be specific about you having been booked in the cell. An occurrence book, which was signed by Sergeant Mngomezulu, and says you were booked in without injuries. According to you, that is not true.
Lana ke ngokubufakazi ke noma ke incwadi ke kule incwadi esayindwayo ke zalapha yana emaselini esayini ukusho ke umkhula ukuthi uma ngabe ubhuka noma ufakwa lapha yana ke uvalelwa khona wawungalimele kodwa ke wena uma uphendula lokho uthi akusilona iqiniso lokho.
Akusilona iqiniso.
That's not true.
Okay. Let us move on. Now you were booked in. That was the 30th, I think the early hours of the 1st of June, of the 31st of May, because you arrived there after 12. So what happened on the 31st of May?
Uma kwenzeka ke lokho noma usubhukwa ke lapha yana ke kwakusentatha kusa ke manje nge-31 zika May 2020. Kwenzekani ke ngalela langa la nge-31 zika May 2020?
Kwafika uMabhena nomunye ubabe engamazi kulesa sikhathi sa engimaze sekhamba isikhathi ukuthi umhani.
Mabhena arrived and a certain unknown gentleman, or the gentleman was unknown to me at the time, but later on became known to me as Mukhane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bangifica ngilele bafike bathi asambeni.
They found me sleeping and then they said, let's go.
Meaning, were you booked out by them from the cell that you were sleeping in?
Yeah, were you?
Yes, it's them.
Okay, what happened thereafter?
Ngavuka bangifaka ama-handcuff ngemuva.
I then got up, woke up, and then they handcuffed me at the back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bahamba bangifaka emotweni.
They took me to the vehicle.
Yes. What vehicle was that?
Kwakuyi-Fortune.
It was a Fortuner.
What color was it?
Mbala.
Yayimhlophe.
It was white.
Driven by who?
Umhani.
Mukhane.
Okay. So after you were taken inside that motor vehicle, where did you go?
Ngaphakathi ke kuyona imoto leyo naya kuphi?
Angikhumbula abantu abathi babe ngisakuphi mina.
I can't remember as to where those people were taking me to.
Okay. What happened?
Kwasekwenzekani?
Sasihamba nje indawo eziningi so into ezazenzeka ngingazaza ngikhumbula isidalo nje.
We were going to a lot of places, things that were happening, things that I cannot remember.
But those places, do they relate with what is alleged against you?
Kodwa ke indawo lezo khuluma ngazo nami noma usho ukuthi indawo ongazazi ke kodwa ingabe futhi le ndawo yayihlangana yini noma ihambelana nezinsolo lezi eingakuwena noma abakubeka zona zazihlangana yini lezo ndawo lezo nezinsolo lezi abayishoyo ngakuwena?
Cela ungiphindele umbuzo my
Can you
lord.
repeat the question?
All right. You say they took you to different places.
Uthi bakuthatha bakuhambisa kwindawo ezahlukile.
Those places where they took you to,
Indawo lezi ababekuthatha bekusa kuzona
were they related to the allegations about the death of Mngomezulu?
kwakhona yini okuhlanganisa lezo ndawo lezo abakuthatha bekusa kuzona ezahlukene kanye nezinsolo lezi abayibeka ngakuwena zokushona noma zokubulala uMngomezulu? Bakhona ukuhlangana yini noma ukuxhumana yini phakathi kwalezo ndawo lezo kanye nezinsolo lezi?
Nkosi Katolo angazi akukho engikwaziyo ngalapho ba yibo ababehamba bengithatha bengisalaba ngisakhona ukuthi babesuke beyongenzisana ukuthi bawenziwani lapho anginalo ulwazi.
My Lord, I don't know. I have no knowledge because they are the ones who would take me to those places. As to what would be happening there, as to all the reason of going there, I don't know.
Okay. On the 31st of June, on the 31st of May 2020, other than those places, those different places, is there anything peculiar that was done to you in relation to the allegations?
Ngaphandle kweindawo lezi osushilo ke ezahlukile ababekuthatha bekusakuzona ke ngazo i31 lezi ka May 2020 kukhona yini okwenzeka kuwena nje ngazo lezo i31 lezo mayela nazo insolo lezi nge31 ka May?
Angisakhumbuli lutho my lord.
I can't remember anything, my Lord.
All right, let's get into the 1st of June.
Asiyeke manje ke kumhla wokuqala kuJune.
What happened on the 1st of June?
Yini eyenzeka ke ngomhla wokuqala kuJune?
Do you remember?
Usakhumbula?
Did you appear in court?
Ngaba wavela yini no wayibingelela yini manje?
Yebo Nkosi Katolo ngayi court.
Yes, I went to court, my Lord.
Which court was that?
Yiphi yona?
Ethembisa court.
Thembisa court, my Lord.
So when you appeared, did you appear before a magistrate? In court.
Ngabe wavela yini phambi kwemanje?
Yebo ngavela phambi kwemanje.
Yes, I did, my Lord.
Okay. Did you apply for bail?
Wasenza yini noma wasifaka yini isicelo sebail?
Yebo.
Yes.
Was it a formal application or you requested to be released on bail?
Ingabe ukuthi ke kwakuhlezi inkantolo kunomeli kunomshushisi kunofakazi wayekhona noma nje kwakuthi uyicelele nje ngomlomo wona ikhulumele noma kwakuyisicelo ngathi nje sasiformal into kwesenziwe inkantolo?
Mangifike eKatolo ngacela isicelo sokuba nommeli.
When I appeared in court, my Lord, I requested or made an application to be legally represented.
Do you mean legal aid application?
Legal aid.
Yebo.
Yes.
Okay. Then what was your second request?
Esesibili isicelo wasenza?
Yase laselithi ilawyer licela ukuthi sibuye nge8.
The legal representative then requested for the matter to be adjourned till the 8th.
For what?
Isizathu?
Sizofaka isicelo sebail.
To bring forward a bail application or to for a formal bail application, my Lord.
Okay. We'll get into the 8th of June. Let's get now on the 2nd. The matter was then adjourned to the 8th of June for formal bail application. What happened on the 2nd of June?
Sizofika ke kuzo i8 lezo. Ngalelo langa ke manje ne lomhla wokuqala kuJune lase icala lahlehliswa zona i8. Manje kwilanga elandelayo ke ngazo i2 zika June yini eyenzeka?
Ngisakhumbula my lord.
I can't remember, my Lord.
Okay, let me just put it this way. Were you booked out, I think it's Villere police station, were you booked out with the purpose of pointing out a traditional healer.
Ingabe bakhipha yini ngenhloso yokuthi uhambe uyokhomba inyanga?
Cha angibazi inhloso yabo.
No, I don't know
Angikhumbuli indaba yenyanga.
their purpose. I can't remember anything about a traditional healer.
But can you tell the court about the day in which you were taken to Dobsonville to a particular Mkhulu in Dobsonville?
Objection, my lord.
Sorry.
You know what? Mngomezulu, I've been quiet.
I beg leave to withdraw.
No, since we started, this is not how you lead a person in chief. He has to relate the story, but now you're cross-examining him.
My lord,
No, you go on. I
The-
just didn't want to interfere, but I can tell you now, that's not how you lead evidence in chief. Okay.
thank you, my lord. Sir, on the 1st of June, can you please tell the court what happened thereafter?
Ngomhla wokuqala kaJune ngatshela inkantolo ukuthi yini eyenzeka ke emuva kwalokho.
I1 June ngayi court.
On the
Ngabuya,
first, sorry.
Bangikhipha inhloso zabo ukuthi babe ngisapha ngibazi.
On the 1st of June, my lord, I went to court. I came back, and then when they booked me out, my lord, as to what their purpose was, I don't know.
Proceed.
Qhubeka-ke.
Kwaba zi5 baphinde bafika bangikhipha futhi emaselini.
And then it was the 5th, my lord. I was then booked out again from the cells.
Bangithatha bangisa kwenye indawo eFosforus.
They took me to some place in Phosphorus.
Proceed.
Yebo.
Mabefika khona baphinde bafike bangishupha khona bangishaya bathi bafuna ngibabonise la esasikhona sibulala khona isenzo.
Upon arrival there, my lord, they choked me again. They assaulted me and said to me, they wanted me to go and show them where we were when we killed Senzo.
Yes.
Mabatshela ukuthi mina ngaze ngimbulala usenzo angimazi ukuthi usenzo wafela kuphi.
I then informed them that I've never killed Senzo. I don't even know as to where Senzo died.
Proceed.
Yebo.
Bangithatha bangisa kwenye indawo engazi ukuthi yayibhalwe Albertine.
They then took me.
Ngathi police station.
They then took me to this other place. It was written Albertine, my lord. It looked like a police station.
Yes.
Baye bangivalela kuleya ndawo leya isikhashanyana kwafika umunye ubaba wafika wangivulela lapha.
They locked me up in that place for some time, my lord, and a certain gentleman arrived there and opened up for me.
Proceed.
Babuye bangifaka insimbi bangifaka kwelinye office khona lapha.
They then handcuffed me, my lord, and put me in some other office there.
Proceed.
Yebo.
Loya baba loya wathi angigumule impahla.
That gentleman ordered me to undress, my lord. Yebo.
Yes.
Wangilayela ukuthi mabe sengigumule impahla angime kanjani omunye engishuthi.
And he also instructed me or told me that as I undressed or took off my clothes, as to how I should be positioned as the other one was taking pictures of me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shuthi engimisa ngendlela engimisa ngayo engishutha wasethi angigqoke ke.
And he would then position me in a particular way, my lord, and then take pictures, and thereafter told me to get dressed again.
Yes.
Waphinde wathi angime kanje futhi waphinde wangishutha futhi omunye.
And again would tell me as to how to be positioned, and then the other one take pictures again.
Proceed.
Yeah.
baphinde bathi angiphume ngiye emontweni bafike nasemotweni baphinde bathi ngime eduze kwesivalo semoto baphinde bangishutha futhi.
I was then told to go to the vehicle, and at the vehicle I was then informed or told to stand next to the door of the vehicle, my lord, and then pictures were taken again.
Proceed.
Yeah.
baphinde bathi angene emotweni baphinde bangishutha futhi.
I was then told to get inside the vehicle again, pictures were taken.
Yes.
Sahamba imoto yafika kwenye indawo yafike yama
We then,
bathi angehla.
we then proceeded, my lord, and then at a particular place, the vehicle came to a standstill, and I was told to alight.
Yes.
Yeah.
babethi angehla omunye ethi angikhombe phansi omunye engishutha futhi.
As I was then told to get out of the vehicle, the other one instructed me to point down, the other one took pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
baphinde bathi angene emotweni futhi.
Again, I was told to get into the vehicle. Yeah.
Yes.
baphinde futhi bathi angehle kwenye indawo futhi bathi lo omunye waphinde wangiyalela futhi uthi angikhombe phansi futhi baphinde ngakhomba lo omunye wangishutha.
Again, at a certain place, I was instructed to get out. I was instructed by another one to point down, and the other one took a picture or pictures.
You may proceed.
Yeah, ungaqhubeka.
baphinde bathi angene emotweni saphinde sahamba futhi ngabona sesibuyela kule ndawo besikade sikuye ekuqaleni.
I was then told to get into the vehicle again. We then drove, and then I saw us going back to the initial place where we were.
le ngathi police station sengathi yase Albertine.
The one that looked like or resembled a police station in Albertine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So bathi angehle futhi baphinde bangishutha baphinde bangibuyisela kule ndawo leya engathi i-office baphinde bafike bangishutha futhi.
There, I was told to get out. Pictures were taken again. I was told to get into the vehicle. We went back to that place that looked like an office, and then again a picture or pictures were taken.
Proceed.
Yeah.
Emva kwalapho bathi angihambe futhi ngibuyele emotweni.
From there, I was then instructed to get back into the vehicle.
Yes.
Kula imoto sizodrive umhane le besifike ngayo bese bengithatha futhi bengibuyisela eVelalia station.
That's where then I got into the vehicle that we came with, that was driven by Mngomezulu. That's when I was then taken back to Valeria police station.
Proceed.
Yeah.
Emveni kwalapho ngicabanga ukuthi yikho beku ngoba nge-8 ngabuyele court futhi.
Because, my lord, on the 8th, I think that after that, that was that, and then on the 8th, I then went back to court.
Then what happened?
Kwasebenzekani?
Uxolo ngicela ukulungisa lakho sekatolo nge-6 baye bangithatha bangisekhaya futhi.
May I just rectify this, my lord? On the 6th, I was taken home again.
Proceed.
Yeah.
On the 6th, what happened?
Nge-6 June bangithatha bangisekhaya emahlabathini.
Oh, so on the
Ola-
6th of June, sorry, but they took me home to Mahlabatini. Yeah.
Bafike ekhaya bafike basesha futhi ekhaya.
On arrival at home, they searched.
Yes.
Yeah.
basebekhuluma nobaba baseza kimi afika ngitshela ukuthi lamaphoyisa ayangishaya athi mina angabulala usenzo kodwa ngiyazi lento leyo.
They spoke to my father. My father came to me. I informed my father that these police officers were assaulting me, accusing me of having killed Senzo, and I told them that I knew nothing about that.
Is your father reachable?
Uyatholakala ubaba wakho?
njengamanje.
As in now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yebo.
Yes.
Proceed.
Ngaqhubeka.
After you told your father.
So masiqeda sabuya ke seseGoli futhi.
When we were done there, we then came back to Gauteng.
Yes.
Yebo.
Kwase nge-8 ngiyahamba ngiye court.
And then on the 8th, I then went to appear in court.
Then what happened in court?
Kwase kwenzekani enkantolo?
Ngafika enkantolo ngarimindwa ngabuya. Ngaphinde ngabuyela nge-10 June.
The matter was postponed. I went back and then was back in court.
July.
Sorry, 10 July.
Ngabuyela nge-10 June.
Then the matter was remanded till the 10th of July.
Then what happened? Did you attend on the 10th of July?
Why inkantolo nge-10th of July?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Tell court what happened.
Tshela inkantolo kwenzekani?
Ngangisahambela indaba yebhayili ngafike ngatshena i-court yaseThembisa ukuthi ngicela bengisuse ema-police station bengisuse eSilverton ngoba bese ngise-Silverton bengisuse e-police station bengise e-police station ngoba lama bengise ejele ngoba lamaphoyisa aphenye icala alibele angishaya and mayetholi isikhathi angithatha noma ngobani isikhathi e-police station ehambe nami.
When I appeared in court on that day, I then requested the court, because I was still attending court for a bail application, my lord. I requested the court that I be removed from a police station to a prison, my lord, because the investigators or investigating team were assaulting me, and each and every time they would just take me out, my lord,
Yes.
or book me out. Yeah.
Was your request adhered to?
Ingabe isicelo sakho salalelwa yini?
Yebo i-court yasilalela sithatha isinqumo sokuthi angihambe ngemoto yami.
Yes, it was adhered to, and then the court then took a decision that I be taken to Modabi.
Yes. What happened after the matter was postponed?
Icala selihlehliswe-ke kwenzekani?
Ngahamba ngaye emoto yami. Ngafika ngahlala khona akukho okunye okwenzakala emva kwalokho okwenziwa amaphoyisa.
I was then taken to Modabi, and then that's where I remained, my lord, and nothing then happened thereafter that was done by the police.
Okay. In relation to this matter of Mngomezulu, do you remember when were you charged?
Mayelana naleli cala leli-ke elikaMngomezulu, ingabe usakhumbula yini ukuthi uma uchajelwa lona leli cala leli kwakunini?
Yebo ngiyakhumbula.
Yes, I do remember.
Please tell the court.
Sokutshela inkantolo.
Ngachajwa nge-26 July. Ngichajelwe eForsorus.
On the 26th of July, it was at Force police station. Ngawuphi unyaka?
2020.
26 July 2020.
So you were charged. Who charged you?
Ucharjwa ubani?
Ukinenda.
By Gininda.
Then what happened after that?
Kwase kwenzekani-ke emuva kwalokho?
Maye ngicharge wayinamanye amaphoyisa e-ofisini laseForsorus. Emva kwalapho ngithatha bangibuyisele ejele.
When he charged me, he was in the company of other police officers in that office, and then after that, I was taken back to prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened?
Kwase kuthi nge-26 October bafika beletha amaphepha iphepha lama-right beletha iphepha abathi i-J50.
And then on the 26th of October, my lord, they then came bringing some documents. Firstly, it was the documents with regards to the rights, as well as the J50, a document referred to as the J50.
Bangitshela ukuthi kusasa kufanele ngekatolo.
Informed me that the following day I would have to go to court.
Yes.
Yebo.
Ngahamba nge-day ilandelayo ngahamba ngaye court.
Indeed, on the following day, I went to appear in court.
What happened after you appeared in court?
Emuva kokuthi-ke usubingeleleke manje kwenzekani?
Abingelele imanje base bethi bazosinikeza ama-lawyer sahamba ke sabuyela ejele.
Appeared in court, we were then informed that we would be provided with legal representatives, and then we were remanded back into custody.
All right. So, the state has led evidence that you made a confession freely and voluntarily in your sane and sober senses, and you were not subjected to any inducement. What is your comment on that?
Umbuso ke lethe ubufakazi noma uthuleke ubufakazi ke noma amagama kubizwe ofakazi ke ukuthi lana wena ke wagonyuluka ungaphoqiwe ungekho nje lutho eyenziwa kwena noma mhlambe kube nomthelela ongasimuhle owabakhona kwena kwakuphuma kuwena wawukhululekile nkathi ukwenza lokho uthini ke wena lokho?
Cha, angaze ngikhululeke Nkosi kaTo ngicela ukuyicacisa la.
Okay.
Konke
Asithathe kancane ke. No my lord, I was it never happened freely. May I just explain? Yebo, singayijahi ngiyacela ne.
konke okwenziwe kimi kwangesiyona intando yami.
Everything
Nokwenziwe nawumbotho kwangesiyona intando yami. Kwangeziko ukuthanda kwami.
Everything that happened to me, my lord, was not out of my own free will. Even that which happened with Mboto, it was never out of my own free will, my lord. Yebo.
Ngangihlukunyeziwe, ngangethukile futhi since besikhombe ngebhami ezinkulu lokhu ngibuza imibuzo kusuka ekseni kuze kuyoshaya ikhathi eshaya kushona ilanga.
I was abused, my lord, pointed with firearms from the morning up until late in the evening.
Akukho engakwenza ngithi mina ngwenze engakwenzayo ngangikwenza mangisayina ngangiphephisa impilo yami ngoba wayengekho umuntu lapha ya owayesesayidini lami nomuntu wayefisa ukungisiza. Umuntu wayelapha kwasekufana ukuthi amabhulesi empilweni yami.
Ngifisa ukusho konke lokushoyo ne. Ngicela ukusho kancane ungajahisa njalo. Anginqandi ukuthi ungakusho. Whatever I did, my lord, I did it in order for my own safety, to save my own life. There was no one there amongst them who was on my side or protecting me. Yebo.
Kwakuthi nabantu engibatshena ukuthi abantu bangishaya nabo babefana nabantu abangishayayo nabo babengekho usiza abanginikeza lona.
Even those to whom I would report that these people are assaulting me, it was like the same as if they were also assaulting me, because there was no assistance that came from them.
Amaphoyisa engisabisa ngangithuke kakhulu futhi.
The police were threatening me, and I was in shock.
Is there anything?
Khona okunye?
Bengisho konke kwenzekile kule case ngize ngiyoboshwa ngiboshe into engayazi. Amaphoyisa ayengithusela engishaya engihlukumeza ngayo yonke indlela umqondo wami ngokuphazamisekile kakhulu.
Everything that happened in this matter, my lord, were even leading up to my arrest, was arrested for something that I know nothing about, and I was being assaulted by the police, and I was also fearful, and I was also in shock.
About you told the court about the event of the 5th of June, where you said you were taken to another place in Phosphorus. Did you ever point out
Ushilo ke mayelana nalokho kwenzeka ngazo i5 zika June la uthi khona ke wasiwa ePhosphorus, ingaba khona la yini owakhomba khona?
Ngasiwa ePhosphorus ngafike ngashawa ngabuyiselwe Albertina, akukho la engangikhomba mina khona ngithi ngifuna ukukhomba. Kwakuthiwa ngenza ukuthi ngase ngenza into eyisho amaphoyisa ukuthi angiyenze.
I was taken to Phosphorus, I was assaulted, taken back to Albertine. I was doing that which I was being instructed to do by the police officers, my lord.
Thank you, my lord. That concludes my examining chief.
Thanks, sir. Yes. Mr. Mngomezulu?
As it is the court, my lord, I'm going to request a very short break adjournment. Just to
What's the short agenda?
down.
Hello?
Yes.
For?
For a cool down.
Oh, for a cool down. How long?
10 minutes will go.
Okay, 15 minutes for a cool down.
Cooling break, my lords. I'm Nisi. Get feel I'm fit. It's 4